In another one of my videos, I made a claim that you should be Catholic because Jesus Christ founded the Catholic Church, knowing all the corruption that was going to be in it, knowing all the bad priests and all the villains that would be in it. But he chose to establish that church anyway, and he chose to do it through the apostles. Somebody commented and said, couldn't you make the same argument for the Orthodox Church? So today I'm going to walk through the simplest argument I have as to why the Orthodox Church can't be the one true church founded by Jesus. And it has to do with a direct contradiction in their hierarchy. This is the simplest argument I have. It's not the only one. But here we go. So during the Schism, 1054, the East and the West split. The West excommunicates the East, and then the East follows suit and excommunicates the West. So both sides have excommunicated one another, and tensions are high. But that's where the contradiction is. If you're a Roman Catholic, you believe that the Papa, the Pope, the head of the church, the visible head of the church on earth, has the authority to excommunicate the Orthodox, the East. And there's no problem there. At least there's not a contradiction. Maybe he shouldn't have done it, maybe he should, but he has the authority to do it regardless if he uses that authority well or not. The Eastern Orthodox, on the other hand, they teach that all of the bishops are essentially equals in power, and that Peter is the first, but the first among equals. So to make an analogy here, the West believes that Papa, the Pope, has the authority to excommunicate one of the bishops. It's kind of like a father has the ability to kick one of his sons out of the house if his son is misbehaving or behaving in a way that he doesn't like. He has the legitimate authority to do that because it's his house and he has the keys. The East, on the other hand, they believe that all of the bishops are essentially equals. So that would be a situation more like the oldest brother kicking out one of his younger brothers for doing something he didn't like. Or it would almost be like one of the younger brothers kicking out one of the older brothers because they did something they didn't like. That doesn't sit right with me. Now, it makes sense that the Pope, the head, whoever's number one in the church, would have the authority under all the other bishops, under all of his subordinates. That makes sense to me. What doesn't make sense is the Eastern argument that a lesser bishop can excommunicate a higher bishop, or that an equal bishop can excommunicate an equal bishop. That doesn't make sense to me, and it seems like it's a direct contradiction in the hierarchy structure that the East bases its religion on. So that's why I'm not Eastern Orthodox, and that's why I don't think you should be either. I think that the Western situation where the Pope's in charge makes sense. It just makes sense. The Pope, the Papa, has the authority over his sons, over his inferiors. But if everybody's an equal, then how can one equal excommunicate another? I can't go into my dad's house and kick out my younger brother, and my younger brother can't come into my dad's house and kick me out. That doesn't work. So that's the simplest argument I have. I could have recourse to the Fathers or to the Scriptures, but for the sake of this video, I'm trying to make it the simplest argument that I have. There it is.